Good day, good afternoon, good evening. Hello and welcome here in LATOKEN Venture Capital TV. I'm your host, Javier Borja, Venture Capital TV Manager at LATOKEN. And like every session, we bring you the innovation, technology, and solutions you want to hear about. During all sessions, you hear it directly from the CEOs or the relevant people, the founders of the project. Today is 19th of October, and I'm very glad to present a great project. We all like wine, a good glass of wine as a together with a dinner or socializing. So, but what is the connection between a good glass of wine and the crypto world? Well, we are here together to find out with Italian Wine Crypto Bank, represented by Rosario and Davide. Gentlemen, very warm welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us, Javier.
Before we start with the round of questions and the opportunity to introduce yourself, I would just like to remind our viewers that you can see our previous shows and content by visiting latoken.com/vctv/shows. Also, you can follow us on our socials like Facebook and Twitter. If you're watching on YouTube, just hit the subscribe button and you always be informed of great content, opportunities, and even giveaways. As a reminder to our viewers as well, please note that anything mentioned here is not any type of financial advice. You have to do your research before making any decision. The chance is yours. With that said, I would like to welcome both of you to the show. We're very eager to hear about it. We have Rosario, who is actually the founder, and Davide, who is the operation managers. So, gentlemen, welcome to the show. And please let us know where you're connecting from.
Hi, Javier. We are connecting from Dubai because we think it's a really interesting place to for the crypto world and to meet interesting people that are related to this world. Actually, we had the chance to meet also most of the staff of LATOKEN here in some really interesting events.
Yeah, especially the roof parties, I guess. Great.
Yeah.
Rosario, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, my name is Rosario Scarpato. You already mentioned my name. I've been involved in food and wine for almost all my life. I've been a journalist and a university teacher, but the reason for which we are here is because we put together this, I think, very, very revolutionary kind of concept called Italian Wine Crypto Bank, which is the first serious attempt to link the world of the traditional world of wine with the world of cryptocurrencies and blockchain.
That sounds really interesting.
Yes, it sounds a little bit empty if I say in this way, but we will have the most important thing to stress at the beginning of the story is that yes, we are connoisseur of wine. Particularly me, I've been all my life in wine, but this project is not just for people in wine. Wine is an asset, wine is money, and is an asset that grows its value with time. We are talking about not normal wines. We are talking about fine wines that have an increase of value year by year, and they have a long shelf life.
Just to clarify to our viewers, when you mention fine wine, that means a wine that is more prestigious or has more inherent value than anything you would just find at a supermarket.
We developed as an Italian Wine Crypto Bank an algorithm that practically checks all the qualities of the wine, and to be part of the wine, our wine bank, our special crypto wine bank, the wine must score at least 100 points in this algorithm with 17 criteria. They are not just personal criteria. One of them, to give an idea, is the region from which the wine comes, how many years of life the wine has, what is the score that the wine has international with international reviewers. So all these things to give the guarantee to people, firstly to us, and also to the winery, that we are betting on wines that have a long life and are a good investment. And secondly, to the people who purchase the wine from the bank or people who invest in the token, that we have a stock of very valuable wines that increase their value in the time and don't lose their value. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, it does. It just accumulates value. It's an asset, basically, as far as I understand it. Then you're transforming the wine into an asset that manages
Yes.
the blockchain. That okay. Well, you're gonna have to explain us a little bit more in details, because I would like to also remind our viewers that you are able to drop us a question. We will answer it live. So feel free to drop the question, and here the gentleman will be able to answer it right away. So let's start with a simple question. What was the problem that you foresaw and motivated you and your team to start with IWB?
I start by myself, but then David, better that you do
please.
it.
Okay, so I would like to give a small, a quick answer to this. Let's say we saw that the world of the wine lovers and the people who could invest in wine are completely disconnected with the wine with the crypto world. What I mean with that there is also the interest to connect this world, but no one did the attempt to connect them. As you know, who invests in crypto, who buys crypto, wants to have first of all the possibility to completely control their assets, their cryptos, and from the other side, being able to diversify in different projects what is their portfolio. So if we could start with the presentation, I would like to show just a small, a quick chart that shows that what is the value of the wine with time. So, for example, here we have a graph coming from LiveX that is probably the most, the biggest authority in understanding and tracking the value of the wine in the time. And so we can see a comparison between 4 different assets here. In green, the most unpredictable of these lines, we can see the London Stock Exchange. It's really unpredictable. It's really unstable. And of course, this takes the last year, so we know was rough times for everybody. But we can see this compared to some interesting assets like the best 500 wines in Bordeaux, or the best 100 wines in Italy, and the world score made by LiveX. As we can see, they are much more stable, and they have a gradual growth that is also quite significant, I would like to say, because it average on 10% per year. Between them, we can see also that in gray there is the Italian wines. That is this one, that starting from a point of 100, just for comparison, is the one that has the highest growth in the category. So this, I think, it's interesting also for a point of view of the diversification, because having a let's say with our project, having the chance to buy or specific wines, or diversifying, buying our token that is redeemable for wine in a later stage, give us the chance to have the connection to this class of assets that otherwise require or big investments, because each wine could cost hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, and so diversifying with also a small amount that can be increased gradually. I mean, so you can start firstly with I mean, just buying the tokens, and then and then investing whatever you want, because as we know, there is no limit for that. So this is what one of the things we think we can solve with our project. After this, I would like to just to show you some of the wines that participate to our project. Later we will talk more about it. And here another table showing some other assets compared to the wine. Of course, this is not specific for the Italian wines that are actually growing faster than the average. But here we can see as a third line, we can see what is the growth of the wine in 1 year and in 12 months and in 10 years. So we see that it's a quite important growth, and also it's as we saw in the other graph, it's quite stable. So this is one of the major benefits, and what we want to give as an opportunity to whoever wants to join our Italian wine crypto bank. Said so, I would like to pass the mic to Rosario, that maybe can add something more.
I would like to start from, let's say, from the beginning, because let's go to the core of the business of the Italian Wine Crypto Bank. We are the first, let's say, entity of this kind in the world that sells wines to crypto holders, accepting the cryptos as a form of payment. I mean, probably in 5 years' time, 10 years' time, this will be mainstream. But today, believe me, it's very hard to if you have crypto, to buy wines with your crypto. So the bank was born out of this need of, yes, going towards the world of crypto holders, but giving them something that they don't find in the market very easy at the moment. What is interesting that the wine bank works like a bank. I mean, if people, and this is the core business of the bank, if people decide to buy wine from the Italian Wine Crypto Bank with their cryptos, and they, of course, decide to leave the wine with the bank for at least 1 year, whatever will be the increase in the value of the crypto that they used to buy the wine will be given back to them. 50% will be given back to them in wine. So practically, if you are just a crypto holder, so you decide that it's a good idea for you to diversify your portfolio, because yesterday you made a lot of money with Bitcoin, so you decide that today you spend $5,000, give an idea, $5,000 in wine. Not only you get all the value of the wine that you buy, purchase, the increase that Davide was talking before, so you have for sure a minimum of 9% of increase on the wine that you leave there. And no one, and the asset is not volatile, so practically the basic value is always there. But on top of that, if the crypto that you used to pay the bank is performed very well, you get this bonus, which is the 50% of the increase of the value of the crypto. No one does this in the world, and this is a way to incentivize crypto holders. At the same time, we also intend to, let's say, to reach the collectors, the wine lovers, saying, okay, do a little bit of a ride in the crypto and use the crypto to buy the wine, because if you compare what you buy on the market today with what you buy from us with the crypto, you will have the chance of a bonus that the normal, let's say, the normal market in fiat doesn't give you. And this is what will be the mission of the bank for the next, hopefully, the rest of our days. Now that we are in the initial exchange offer, our token is part of this project, and we say to people to invest in this project, because that token not only is a matter of, it's an investment that will fluctuate in the secondary market, but is also a coin in itself to buy the wine that the bank has. We will go through this later at a later stage, but again, what is behind all this is something never done before, and is based on something that is not just blah blah blah. It's not just ideas. You know, just we have 40 very important wineries with us who already gave us the wine to do this kind of marketing effort and also investment effort.
Thank you for that explanation. And then I have a question. Okay, we understand clearly that's basically you are providing facilitating those people who are already investors in, let's say, in different tokens to diversify the portfolio, look beyond the scope, and join from day one a very different idea in the area of wine, fine wine. One question that will come up is, when you call yourself a bank, does that mean also that you keep the bottles in one of your premises, like almost like a vault? So
Yes,
actually, bottles are.
wine bank. Sorry, to interrupt you.
No, it's okay. Yeah, that was my question.
Yeah. No, we are not a bank. We are a wine bank. We must be very careful with the terminology because wine bank is a traditional term used for many years. So we are not using that in proper way. Yes, the wine is stored in a fiscal deposit. We call. I mean, it's just a place where, and this is one of the most. Yeah,
the bonded warehouse, just to give the UK version of the thing.
Okay. Yes, and this insured, if it has been purchased by one of the crypto holders, our account holder is insured also in their name. If it's just the stock that we already have, is insured in the name of the bank and is the backup of the tokens that have been issued. The warehouse is one of the most important in Italy for the deposit for the stock of. Stocking of wine is called the Gori. Is owned by DHL, which is the Deutsche Post Service. So we are talking about serious operators. I would like just to open a very small bracket in this, because I don't want to appear arrogant, but we are approaching this very contemporary kind of venture, which is going in the world of crypto and blockchain. But we have a very traditional world, a world that is based not on talking but on assets. So whoever is involved in the processes behind what you see in the facade is something serious, something very very with a long reputation. Like again, the warehouse that we are using, the couriers that we are using, the wineries that we are using.
Okay, perfect. Before we move on to the presentation, again, I just wanted to ask, when did you started with this project? How long ago?
So this project has born in May 2019. This also seeing the growing interest in cryptos, and also one of the best years for the wine industry, in particular the Italian fine wines. Outside of Italy. Okay. So seeing this, we just decided to connect these two worlds, and we developed our concept that Rosiario just explained. This was the beginning. In this presentation here, in this slide, you can see some of the things that Rosario was saying about the historical and cultural aspects of the project. We are talking about generations of winemakers, and so also some of the best territories and terroirs of Italy for the production of fine wines. For example, we have here the Boroli family that, of course, with the homonymous winery. That is 3 generations making wine in the same place. Same we can say about Capezzana, that is even more historical. It's centuries that they produce wines in the same place. So this is the kind of world we are approaching with our project, and we are relating it, we're connecting it with the crypto world.
Fantastic. I'm not a sommelier. I'm not an expert in wine, even though I like it. But I do recognize these two names of Tuscany and Piedmont and different wines. So please, yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, just to show other participating wineries, for example, we have Tuarita that we see in the picture. That is one of the most important wineries of Italy. And here you can see also the last generation, the latest generation that is joining this world in the production of the wine. So it's not only a world that is full of history and culture, but it's also a world that is innovating, and that's why we are here actually, because the wine world is ready to embrace the crypto revolution and the blockchain, the power of the blockchain to better perform with their wines.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Please go ahead.
And just to show some other wineries. If Rosario, you want to add something about it?
No, for now, this is the most important thing to stress all the time, that for our viewers, that again, we are venturing the world of crypto, the world of blockchain, but this is a very different project. We have already the wine in our vaults, in our whereas we have the support of these wineries. We are just trying to do something that no one did before, practically building, taking advantage of the crypto world, of the blockchain, and creating, we will see in the business model, creating values for all the people, all the stakeholders involved in the project.
Thank you. Thank you. Would you like to add something else in regards to the presentation?
I think that what would be interesting, if you allow me, is just to talk a little bit about the business model that we have because this also gives a perspective to people interested both in the tokens or in the project in general. Again, I must repeat that this project is called Italian Wine Crypto Bank, but it is part of a larger project that we will put together. Is the World Wine Crypto Bank. Now, of course, we started with Italian Wine Crypto Bank for exactly the same reason that I was mentioning before. This is our expertise. We have been in this field for 25 years. So people who are investing in us, even if there is the volatility of the crypto sometimes, or the coins or the tokens, they must be absolutely sure that we were not born out yesterday, or the project is something that was born overnight. There is nothing, not because we thought about this, but there is nothing like this in the world at the moment. I hope that we create an industry. I hope that soon Napa Valley will do something like this. We are planning already to do something with champagne. Actually, we already also trademarked the name, and hopefully also the French and the other countries do the same, because the tokenization of the wine is one of the future. What is interesting that we are complying with all the laws. I mean, we are utility token, in the sense that we are not offering security. So people purchase the token, for example, and they are sure that they then have the right to access to some of our assets, bottles of wines in particular. But since the wine is a very, very special asset, there is also some kind of return, because the wine increases its value, the fine wine increases its value. So we have an utility token, legally is an utility token, but in reality offers some performance that, because the wine is very special, because the wine is an investment grade kind of wine, gives very interesting returns to people that are involved in this discussion, in this project. If Davide can put just the business model, I think that I will go very fastly through the basic model, and so all the project should appear a little bit clearer. As I was saying that we have three kind of stakeholders in the project, and the mission of the Italian Wine Crypto Bank is to create value for each one of the stakeholders. Let's start from the basic stakeholders, which in this case, in our discussion, is not very much relevant, but people must know the importance of our partner wineries. They practically are the ones that are giving us the mandate to place their better wines on the market, the vintages of their better wines on the market. And they get one thing that is quite important, is the benefit of being in touch with one of the most interesting world at the moment, which is the cryptocurrency holders, and at the same time to start to experiment the system of payments of the future, which are the payments in crypto. But this can be put on a side. We create value for the bank creates value for the wineries, because in this way, practically they open to segment of markets that they didn't have before. And this was the reason for which many of them followed us. There is not much discussion on this. The crypto holders world, the blockchain, is something that belongs to the future. So these wineries, in a way, are making history because they are entering the future with us. Then we have, I told to our viewers before, that the main core in the future of the Italian Wine Crypto Bank is to sell this kind of wines, or to make accessible this kind of wines to crypto holders, either because they want to drink or for investment. And I already went through the idea of the offer that we make to them, which is to get a bonus every year on the performances of the cryptos that they got. But then we call the third branch of stakeholders is the so-called believers, wrongly called investors. They are just believers. They buy the token that we have now in our initial exchange offer, because these tokens, I repeat, we are not involved in what will happen in the secondary market after that the token will be being fluctuating on the market. But we know already what the bank offers to the token holders, to the people who purchase token now. That the bank offers the guarantee that at any moment they can get back the money that they invested in the IEO, because each token is guaranteed with the portion of the wine that we already have in the stock. And then, of course, people holding the token before redeeming it have the guarantee that the wine that the token represents increases its value year by year. So besides what will happen in the secondary market, which is something that we don't control and we don't want to be involved in the secondary market, we can only guarantee as a business model that whoever invests in the token now, they will never lose the capital that they invested, because it's guaranteed physically by the wine. And at the same time, there are some kind of increases of value besides other benefits that they can get. And again, in this, we are really revolutionary. No other tokens in the world can be redeemed just the day after the IEO is closed. In our case, not only the token holders can redeem the token from the day after, but they are sure that if there is even on the secondary market, the token doesn't perform well, whatever is the money that they paid to purchase the token from during the IEO is guaranteed, is the wine. There are also schemes called the wine for cash, that when someone says, okay, I want the wine straight away, they can receive an offer saying, okay, there is this option that we buy the wine, the bank buys the wine from you. And it's not charity. It's not because we are very good with our heart. It's because there is an asset there that is already there, and we don't need, of course, the crowdfunding is very important because that will allow us to have even a bigger stock. And if we have a bigger stock, is the best interest of the both of the token holders and the crypto and account holders, because with the bigger stock, when is the moment that they want to purchase wine or they want to redeem the tokens, the choice that they have is even bigger than at the moment. By the way, many other IEO talk about benefits and other things. I don't want to enter in the let's say in the things that belong to other business. But in our white paper, people already know that if the day after the IEO they want to redeem their tokens, they already know which wine are there for them. So it's not something that's okay. When I get your money from the tokens, we will invest and we will not. The wine is already there. You know that the day after you can choose from that, or choose the wine, or choose the cash that is offered in exchange. I think that I stop here because it's enough. Of course, our white paper, our website is very, very clear on these things. But again, I can say without any kind of fear that this is quite unique. No one in the world has this model behind the project and behind the issue of tokens.
Yeah, that is true. I have never seen that another company has been tokenizing the wine industry, as you mentioned, reinventing the fine wine industry one token at a time. And I would like for our viewers to take action now. Please do visit the website, read about their white paper, learn more about this. You can visit them at italianwinecryptobank.io. Please take action. As you heard, it's a very interesting and new novel product coming out to the market, unique. And that's what I think that's what is most special here. It's unique. It's directed to a specific industry with a physical product. That is what you're getting. And to move on, I would like to jump in a little bit in the tokenomics side. You have, and you mentioned before, you have the IWB token. Can you explain to us how does that get involved into the project and the whole ecosystem?
David, will you answer, or better that you answer?
I will answer. Yeah. So what is the IWB token? IWB token, as we said, is a utility token that gives the chance to buy now and redeem later buy now without deciding which wine you want to buy, and redeem later the wine. And so you can choose in a later stage the wine you want to buy, having the chance to, let's say, lock the price of the wine that you will redeem in a later stage. Why? Because each token is backed by a specific amount of wine, and it will be always there, that amount of wine. It's not specifically one bottle of wine. You can choose between all the lists of wines that we have, but you have the chance to have now a price and later choose the wine. As we saw, the wine tend to increase the value over time. So if I buy it now and then after 3 months, I decide which wine I want, and I buy it.
Okay,
I
so
buy
then
it with the price of 3 months ago.
okay, so then I think this becomes the interesting part of the investment, and this goes back to the little chart you show before about wine comparing to whiskey or cars, in which you can lock the price of the wine and you can even wait 3-5 years to later redeem it, but then it would have you already have accumulated its value, right? So I think that's
Exactly like this.
that's the intrinsic part where you are having an investment which can be a long term, of course, depending on the investor.
Yes, and then we don't have to forget that has also a specific utility, this token. So that's why the nature is a utility token, because gives the chance to our ecosystem to work, because we at the end we just sell wine. It's our expertise is this, and we sell wine. So you have the access to the wine. That it's not only a wine that you say, okay, I could go to buy it in our wine shop, and okay, I just use fiat instead of cryptos, and that's it. No, here we have some wines that you cannot find anywhere else, because some wineries have dedicated sometimes the whole production of the year of a specific label just to be put inside the Italian Wine Crypto Bank. So there is also this benefit of having access to wines that are difficult to have elsewhere.
Okay,
and also it's important, I would like just to add just this small part of the utility of the token. We also distribute periodically new token to the token holders when we every 4 months, and this is distribution represent the say part of the profits made by the better sales price that we can make with the wines. Part of it can be redistributed to the token holders. So this is another benefit. Not only you have the increase of the value of the wine backing the crypto, the token, but also you have some rewards on the better sales of the wine that we can do.
Can you expand a little bit, because that's actually going to be my next question. What can investors expect when investing in the IW token? Can you please explain a little bit more about the rewards?
Yes, of course. So let's say that we can have of course, you buy your token, and we have the chance in the meanwhile to buy some specific wine, to have some agreements with the winery, to have some rare wines and difficult to have. And of course, also through LiveX, that is one of the tools that we have to verify the price and the value of a wine. We have a certain value of this wine. After this, let's say we can sell it on a better price than the value that we see in LiveX, because the value of the wine has increased since we bought it. So this part will be redistributed proportionally. Half of this part will be distributed proportionally to every IWB holder. Will be directly uploaded in your account. New tokens will be transferred to your account. So it's not only the value of the token increasing, but also part of these revenues. Why we can give this benefit? Because with the sales that we do and the profits that we have, we can buy more wine, and so we can issue and mint new tokens, because they are backed by these new wines that we are adding to our stock. And so this gives the chance to redistribute part of this sales to the IWB holders.
Okay, thank you for that. We're getting it. Yes.
In regards to the token, if you allow me, I would like to add one thing, which is not happening now, but is important in the perspective, because this can happen only after a certain period that the token is on the market. Because the idea is that for now, the token holder can purchase and can redeem his token with our wines or with our cash for wine schemes. But in the future, the idea, in agreement with the winery participating, is to have the token for its value of the market to purchase services and goods directly from the wineries. I mean, means that if the token for us is 0.50, but in the market is 0.80, for example, token holders not only can buy the wines from us, can buy the services from the wineries. This is the second stage, because we cannot do this in the initial exchange. For now, the token that the people purchase are just there to buy wines, and practically assets from our portfolio. But in the future, the idea with the participation of the winery is that the token access also to buy wine and services from the. We are talking about. I know that people that are far from Italy is not important, but the tourism that is connected to the winery is huge. Now we have the pandemic, so it's not the right time. But just considering that all the wineries involved in our projects have big tourist, let's say, resorts connected, and also they sell the wine directly. It was just to add something to the power of the token in the future.
Okay, so then those participating wineries will be able. Then you will be able to go directly to them and then purchase the wine or use the different services they have. Okay,
correct.
Great. That's going to be related to another question I'm going to have. And to our viewers, we're receiving some nice comments from Indonesia, West Africa. We're getting viewers from. So thank you for joining us in the show. So to continue, I think it's very important to mention that currently you're having your initial exchange offering, correct? To our viewers, you are able to join this project. Please go to LATOKEN.com, register. You only need one piece of documentation to upload, and then you'll be able to join this project. Please go to LATOKEN.com/IO/IWB, and then you'll be able to not only learn more about the project, but you will also be able to take action and be part of it, own part of it. And that said, I would like to share the actual page. This is the IEO happening right now. So take this as a call for action. Here you will be able to read more about the project, to participate in the different marketing promotions, the different crowdfunding that is happening right now. Remember, this is at the early stage, is the initial exchange offering. If you want to join the product now is the perfect time for doing so. And please also visit their website, as I said, learn more about the project, get involved. The decision is yours. This project is very ambitious, it's very exciting, it's very new to the market. And as I said, it's in initial stages. So now is the time to take action. Now, would you like to add something in regards to the IEO?
If we want to add something, we can say that, of course, now we are at the second round. So there is still, let's say, there is another round then at the end. And this is the moment that is more interesting to enter, just because after the end of the second round, the price, of course, of the token during the IEO will increase. So then this, knowing that there is an asset behind these tokens, means that you have already, again, just gaining something, and just because you are buying the token on a better price. And so that's the moment. Now is the moment to get involved, as you said, Javier. That now is the moment to choose, because of course in a later stage, the profit will be the benefit will be less.
Definitely, I completely agree with that. This has to be a call for action. Now, to move on with the final part of the questions, we already seen what are the project differentiators, right? You have a utility token. You're tokenizing the wine industry. You're taking it by storm. You're giving an actual project, something tangible to the investors. I think that is a major differentiator from your side. Do you have any other differentiators that you would like to mention?
I think that I think that I don't want to be vague, but I think that the differentiation is cultural. Is not cultural because we have different culture. It's cultural in the crypto context. Yes, I repeat a bit the thing, but when you were saying this project is at an initial stage, people get, particular investors, they get the impression that it's a startup. We are at the beginning, but we don't have let's say the problems of the beginners, because yes, our company, the Italian Wine Crypto Bank is a company, but we have a mandate of 40 traditional wineries. So we have everything already in place, centuries of history there. So whoever invests in or purchasing token, or in the future buying wines from us, is not buying the idea of nothing against the young generation people that just came up with a wonderful idea. We can have a wonderful idea. Then we put together a nice white paper, strong white paper, and we just expected no, this is unique because firstly, because we convinced the conservative world of winery to be involved in this, and secondly, because the crypto world, even the world of blockchain, never saw something like this. So I bet any kind of the viewer to come up with one company or one project that does something similar to us in the wine industry, and I will buy from them one of the best bottle of Italian wines, just because it's my bet. They will not find anything like this. And again, in terms also of cultural, we are talking about, we are taking advantage, exploiting the crypto world, not the opposite. It's not the crypto world exploiting we would like to really to bring the world of wine to the world of crypto, and vice versa.
Okay. And what would be your final recommendations for our viewers today?
I think that the recommendation that you gave them 5 minutes ago. This is the moment of investing in our token. This is the moment, because you pay today something, a token that is worth 50. You pay today 45. Is the second 0.45 USD, and in 1 month time, that is already worth 10% more in real terms, in real assets. So this is the moment of taking action, but also we are open to any kind of discussion. We are just thinking also about the future. So whoever of the viewers is interested in not only in purchasing tokens, but is interested in discussing the future of the project, we are very, very open and welcome any kind of request.
Perfect. And especially right now, if some of our viewers are in Dubai, it will be a perfect time to approach the project donors.
Yeah, one clarification that is very important also for the respect of the place in which we are. The Italian Wine Crypto Bank is a Hong Kong-based company. The company has 12 years of history. Now we are in Dubai because of the situation of the pandemic. The technological heart of the bank is based in Dubai, but the wine physically is not in Dubai. Is in that warehouse, bond warehouse in Italy. It's a global project, and I repeat, for the respect that we must pay to the local culture. Dubai, it's open to wine in the licensed premises, but better that we explain that only the technological heart of the project is here. The wine is in Italy. We ship the wine everywhere in the world, and the heart of the business is in Hong Kong, which is probably one of the most open-minded places in the world towards wine.
Thank you, Rosario, for that explanation. To our viewers, again, time to take action. You have the ticker of the crypto. Again, visit the website italianwinecryptobank.io. Take action now. It's a fantastic project. It's completely new, and well, again, Rosario, Davide, thank you very much for being with us. We do hope to see you again in another show, maybe in 1 month from now, where you can come back. You can tell me what has happened in the last say 30 days, and then you can even share your screen. Maybe you have different types of wine, any new development. We're very eager to hear about that.
Thank you very much, Javier, and see you next time. Thank you to all viewers as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank
To
you.
all our viewers, stay safe. Have a fantastic day. Thank you.